Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and Civilization Rising Tide. Well, we have a kraken rampaging through all of our ocean tiles, which is just peachy keen. I've taken a couple shots at it, hoping that maybe it'll scare it off. I'm not sure if that's going to work or not. From what I understand, there is an alien AI written into the game where sometimes if you shoot at it, it will interpret that as a hostile activity, which, you know, it is. And as a result, the aliens will become aggressive and start attacking you more often. Or they'll have kind of a more of a preservationist attitude and say, oh no, this hurt me, I probably shouldn't stand here. And then they'll run away. I'm really hoping for the latter. But I've been wrong before. I've been very wrong before. Let's grab this goody hut. Oh, goody. So we got 25 culture and we discovered alien nests. Okay, so these are what the... we got 4 Faraxite total here. Not bad. This is where the aliens, naval aliens will spawn from, whereas on the land you have those weird kind of xenomass mounds, which I don't know if I see any of them here. Yeah, this one right here. This would be an alien nest right here on the ground. This is what they look like on the ocean. So they get aggressive in protecting these things, but it's also worth clearing them out occasionally if you want less aliens to spawn. Which I do, and since I don't see any aliens around to make me regret this decision, I think I will just go ahead and destroy them. Hey, cool, we can pick up a discipline bonus for our gunboat, so let's do that and clear out the hydrocoral a little bit faster. Nope! No, the kraken has decided he wants to do a bit more damage. Okie dokie do. Well, that is unfortunate. We'll construct a farm here, I guess. Let's start clearing out these alien nests. Or is that not an option? Pillage? The alien net... Oh, interesting. So they changed it so that it used to be when you walked on the tile, it automatically pillaged. Now they've actually added an option where you have to pillage it specifically and risk the wrath of the aliens. And knowing that there is a Ripper right there, I don't think that it's worth pillaging them. I think that they can kill me, so let's wait until our own Ripper gets up close. Let's actually go and kill this one. Oh, it didn't work. Well, boo. Okay. Well, we'll see how that works out then. But yeah, let's not risk the aggression of the aliens when my Explorer is so darn valuable. Let's construct a plantation and get these fungi onto our side. Let's build an old Earth relic because I love the culture and I like the idea of getting more diplomatic capital. Which, by the way, because it looks like diplomatic capital doesn't seem to scale by number of cities, having a lot of cities generating a lot of diplomatic capital could actually be a very viable strategy. I'm kind of curious if that'll work or not. We'll see. Let's build an ultrasonic fence in Deep Castle, because this kraken's proven rather problematic, and I don't really see any way of getting rid of him right now. Yeah, he's just sailing around, destroying all my stuff. Oh! They destroyed an explorer. The Rippers decided I was too close to the nest. I was really afraid that that might happen. Well, boo. Okay. Well, I really want to get that resource pod at the very least, but yeah, it always sucks to lose an explorer. It really does suck. Let's destroy this hydrocoral. There we go. That clears that out. We need a... let's tell the Ripper to heal up for this turn. So we can move it 2 tiles and then heal. Do a little more damage to the kraken. Say, get out of here. Expedition complete. We got a free population boost, and we discovered another artifact. So these are, yes, 3 old Earth artifacts. This one will give us 36 production, which by itself is not so bad. If we combine, let's say, these 2, we would get culture and production, and if we add the 3rd one in, we would get a very different bonus. We would only get 7.5 science and 48 culture. That's nothing compared to what we were getting before. But we would unlock the Frontier Stadium. Plus 10 city defense, military units start with a free promotion. So it's like the barracks from the original Civ 5. Well, I call it the original. It was the 5th rendition of Civilization, at least. There probably were more than that. But that's an interesting building. So by using 3 of them, we are sacrificing some production and some science and some culture, but we are unlocking a new building type that otherwise we would not get. I'm going to play the long game and get the Frontier Stadium. Military units starting with a free promotion is certainly nothing to be sneezed at. That's pretty valuable to me. So I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind building one of those in the near future. Let's explore a little bit. We found some floatstone, 2, of course, because, you know, we haven't been able to find anything worth anything near our city thus far, which is very upsetting. Let's do some damage to the kraken. Actually, I should... Ooh, I just had a thought. Okay, hang on a minute. Oh, we did get some affinity. Apparently we got level 2 with harmony. Well, that's kind of nice. So, trade routes can be made through miasma. Actually, that's kind of useful to me. That actually is very useful to me. Well, yay. I like that. Let's finish up, of course, this ultrasonic fence, but then we're going to want to do that. Let's upgrade our gunboat as well, so we can upgrade it to Tier 1. Do we want damage against land or sea units? I'm actually going to go for sea units. We'll get an additional +8 ranged strength, which is a pretty sizable upgrade, all things considered. So now we have a cruiser. Gunboats are no more. Choose research. What should we pick up at this point? Hard to say. Cognition's a little bit too expensive. It would take a long time to research that. Alien biology, no. No, that's an orbital unit. Don't care. Geophysics. Aquatic cities would be able to get some more energy. That's alright. Alien sciences for a xenofuel plant or xenonursery. And we could, of course, start taking advantage of xenomass if we had any. Which we don't! So, ooh! Well, this is interesting. Explorer units may leash alien units. Leashing takes control of the target alien unit. The Explorer will suffer moderate damage in the process. We need level 3 harmony, but maybe researching this would actually be able to do that. Also, alien preserves would be kind of nice. You can only build it in a land city, though. See, that's interesting. So just because you unlock a building does not mean you automatically have access to that building. It depends on what kind of city you're doing. You have to pay attention to 2 things now. I think that's kind of interesting. All right. Let's move forward with our Ripper, try to make our way around to that resource pod. This appears to be a completed city now, which is great. It's no longer an outpost, so we should be able to take good advantage of that. Wow, we found a 3rd nest! My god, there are a lot of aliens going to be spawning out of this area. A lot of aliens. I kind of feel like this Ripper may not be long for this world. No way I could have known that there were going to be that many things, but hey, if this Kraken wants to just hang around forever, so that I can just, potentially kill it, I'm not opposed to that. And there's a reason I'm bringing the cruiser over here. So it doesn't seem to be interested in attacking the city directly. It just keeps going around. But I think because it is right next to the city, it can only move 1 tile at a time. So if I park my cruiser right here, I think I can just start shooting at it and just strafe around without risking losing a unit. I think. Which would be kind of cool. So I wouldn't mind killing that. Okay, Ripper, run away. Run away, Ripper. Oh no, there's a sea dragon. Well, it's been nice knowing you, but I think you're gone. I think you are long dead. Let's do some damage. There we go. We killed the enemy Kraken. Cool. That was painful. We lost 3 tile improvements in the process. Gonna have to repair all of that. Yick. I can also kill off this Manticore, I think, and I'm going to do exactly that. There we go. So, Worker, why don't you go ahead and head back down here and start repairing everything. I'm expecting these aliens to become a bit more hostile in the near future. Oh, look! Another floating alien structure. We need to get that. So we need to get that soon. Alright, storage solution. Trade depots. Do we want extra production or do we want extra energy? I like the production more often than not, so let's pick that up instead of the energy. And we finished an expedition and got 30 culture, but it doesn't look like we got an artifact. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Alright, let's go ahead and send this guy back up to Deep Castle, and we'll pick up some expedition modules. This cruiser, I guess, can just continue to sort of explore / clear things out for me. I mean, I don't really have any particular use for it at this moment, do I? No, probably not. Alright, let's pick up a new virtue, though. So do we want science from finishing expeditions? I mean, this was really good in the early game. Now, I don't know. It may not be that useful. We could, of course, just start getting extra culture. Now, this I never understood. Okay, so social mores. Each city, right, will produce, or should I say, each city tile will produce 0.25 culture for every population. I'm inclined to think that that means only the tile that the city is on itself. So the fact that I have a 5 population city here means that this one tile that the city is on will develop 1.25 culture. I'm pretty sure that that is how that works, which is not nearly as good as I would have liked, to be honest. I mean, it adds up. It means you really want to have very high population cities, and since we are going with the prosperity tree, that becomes somewhat feasible. Or do we want to instead go further down this tree? Population for newly founded cities, mind over matter. Foreign trade routes could be good. That would lead toward nature's bounty. I mean, I like some of this. I I kind of like the idea of getting extra population for founded cities, but the culture for border growth is not that impressive for me. Neither is gift economy, honestly, but it leads directly into mind over matter. We're going to pick it up. It's not extraordinary, but maybe we'll take advantage of it in the near future. This unit, the Ripper, amazingly, is still... Oh, God! Okay, the Ripper's alive, just sort of skirting around. There are a million freaking aliens over here. Haha. Okay, well, good to know. Good to know. It's practically suicide to go anywhere. And there goes the Ripper. Alright, he couldn't have lasted forever, could he? That just was never going to happen. Well, fun stuff. Cool. Looks like we have some patrol boats for the Pacific, or the Pan-Asian Cooperative, I'm sorry. A weak approach to military operations. A small decrease in respect. So the fact that I lost a unit means I just lost respect, which is actually interesting because that is a new feature in the game. So if we take a look at the diplomatic map view, and we click on this character, for example, Chungsu, we see this. So this is a new thing in the game. Respect and fear. Fear is, of course, how strong am I compared to them, and are they scared of me, and therefore willing to do some stuff with me. Respect, well, I don't know, that's just a more of a diplomatic thing, but it basically means there's a benefit to, instead of just trying to crush everyone, actually fulfilling your trade obligations and whatever else. Just be a good neighbor, and respect goes up. Apparently, traits determine which behaviors a leader values. I'm not really sure what that means, but it's interesting. Either way, an agreement for Chungsu for Skunk Works is available. Oh wow, I know exactly what the Skunk Works are. I am a defense engineer after all, and defense contractor, so I am very aware of the Skunk Works. Although in this game, apparently it means that science cost for technologies that unlock units is reduced by 10%. Not amazing. I would still rather save up my own diplomatic capital to get some new traits instead. Traits are a bit more valuable to me. Alright, we don't want to get that worker killed in the miasma, so let's not do anything crazy there. We could work toward things like clinics and cyto-nurseries. We could get another ultrasonic fence, but I'm not seeing any aliens on land in this area, so we're probably okay. Let's actually get a recycler, because I think that getting some extra production could be kind of valuable to me right about now. Gunboat, doing fine, doing fine. Found some more floatstone. Man, everything is just in pockets of 2. The only thing I've seen that's not is like this pack of 9 Faraxite right here. I could just found a city over here. There's really no reason I can't. Besides just the logistical difficulties. But like, that's possible. I mean, with aquatic cities, no problem. Yeah, I don't know. More floatstone, more floatstone, more floatstone. Good grief. Is that Chungsu right there? I see green borders. I think it might be. Wait. I don't see a capital city, so that means that somebody, I think Chungsu, has expanded somewhere in this area, which is interesting. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and repair our coral plantation, or whatever the heck it is. And just kind of keep wandering around. More floatstone. Okay. I kind of don't want to do a military victory, because the only other time that we've ever played Civilization Beyond Earth on this channel, we did go for a harmony victory. I mean, I kind of would feel bad doing the same thing all over again, but, you know, at the same time, you gotta play with whatever the map gives you, you know? Gotta play with whatever gives you whatever the map gives you. More floatstone, tons of floatstone in this area. Would take a lot of work, but you could pick it all up. Some hydrocoral over there. That's kind of the Pan-Asians' problem, though. Don't really care. We could pick up another trait, and we probably should, so let's do that. Manage personality traits. Let's add a political trait. Okay. Expansionist, progressive. What is a city development? 10% conversion rate for city developments. I've never really... I don't really understand what this is. What is a city development? As opposed to a building or a tile improvement. What is a city development? And why is there a conversion rate? What does that tell me? I don't really understand this one, so I don't think I can agree to it. Worker units are free to build. Good God. That's an agreement and a half right there. Virtues for each culture, blah, blah, blah. Science. These are all things for me to initiate agreements. Cost to purchase units. Buildings. Disciplined for XP. Enterprising. Subtle for covert agents. Orbital coverage. No, none of those sound good. Maybe I should go with a military trait instead then. I can get my military units faster. And increased production when building military units, so that's an okay trait to try and sell off to other civilizations. Culture, science, maintenance costs. Extra strength when fighting outside of friendly territory. Cities and outposts recover more damage each turn. Inside of friendly orbital coverage. That just doesn't make any sense to me at all. This could be kind of fun. It's a little bit overpowered. I mean, not overpowered, sorry. It's a little bit expensive and kind of debatable. It may be better just go for faster military units and just swarm instead. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to just basically pick this up and say that I'm just going to build a lot of military units rather than have extremely powerful but small numbers of units, if that makes any sense. Okay. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a trade. Well, okay, how does this work now? So we should have amphibious trade as an option. Naval trade unit, used to establish between cities, outposts, and stations. It doesn't say anything about whether or not these are able to move around on land or not. I'm going to build a trade vessel to be safe. Just in case I'm not able to do an amphibious trade route with my outpost, I'll be able to do one with the Jinsoku labs anyway. But I'm not sure how that works, because we did pick up a planetary survey, which specifically says it allows for amphibious trade. Trade units and trade routes may traverse both land and sea. So does that mean a vessel automatically becomes a convoy when it hits the land? And if that's the case, then why would you ever want to build a trade convoy? Because trade vessels take 2 more turns to build. I'm not really sure how that works. I guess we'll find out a bit more as we go. How's our explorer doing? Because we want to go and find that next alien structure. So let's move you a little bit closer. How you doing? You finished repairing that? Great. Go and repair this farm. Gunboat, keep doing your thing. Explore. Tell me if you find any floating alien structures, because that would be great. It'd be awesome. 8 Xenomass. The Pan-Asian Cooperative is getting all the luck right about now. I can tell you that much. It's just insane. It's not fair. It's just not fair. Oh well. Oh well, don't need to get salty about it. It's just how the game is played, man. It's just what's going to happen. We did discover another station. The Red Sun provides energy. Energy is really not that important. I mean, in previous games with Civ 5, like, I put a lot of value in having a superb economy. But in this game, I just don't care that much, to be honest. Energy just doesn't seem that important. I could be wrong. Maybe it's extremely important. Who knows? But, whatever. Alright, well, I'm hoping that in the near future we're going to have access to the immunity for our trade routes. Because we'd already built an ultrasonic fence, so I would like to think that that's going to happen in the near future. Let's go ahead and send this worker to just sort of sit tight, because we have nothing else to improve until we move the city once more. Move a little bit to the left. Looks like we found another Pan-Asian city. That is good to know. I think we're going to need to get aggressive at some point, because we're not expanding very fast, and we are not having a lot of luck as far as figuring out where we want to go. So maybe we do want to become aggressive at some point and just start declaring a lot of wars. There's some floatstone. A sunken spacecraft. Okay, good to know. Quest decision. The subset curse. We may have an explanation for the odd symptoms experienced by our colonists. Rare genetic condition. Borderline unbelievable, blah, 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 blah. So, do we accept the rare genes, or do we reject the rare genes? I think we accept them, because there's a pretty good chance thus far that we're going for harmony. And it gives me the option to move towards supremacy if I decide that that is going to be better. Still don't know what's to the north of this continent. If I didn't have to keep running my explorers around doing expeditions and finding things, that would be worthwhile to me. But, you know, we have to keep doing that. We have to keep doing that. Do we want to buy any tiles? No, we don't have really any money generation, so let's just tell our worker to sit tight. Continue to sort of peek around here a little bit. Not doing nothing. Don't worry about us, Pan-Asian Cooperative. We're not doing anything important. We're just sort of taking a peek, you know, peeping Tom, looking to see what you got. I want to see the goods. You know? If that sounds a little bit provocative, it's kind of because it is. Looks like they're moving their city around a lot. So they're not focusing a lot on tile improvements. The AI is just moving their city around to gain as much border growth as possible. And we really should consider doing a bit more of movement in order to get some border growth. But in the meantime, yeah, maybe we'll do that next, actually. Let's get a trade depot going. Or a trade route going, I should say. Move our city once more. Because we can move faster than anybody else, so... yeah, let's do that. We can move on to the ocean tiles now, of course, because we did finish that special technology. And we can trade with this lab. Now, we're not going to gain... we would gain a lot of energy if we just traded with our opponents, but maybe we'll do that in the future. In the meantime, I would like to get the production and science and help Jinsoku Labs grow, because the way that stations work is as you trade with them, over time, they end up growing in size. Right now, it's only like Tier 1, I think. But eventually, it will become larger to Tier 2 and eventually Tier 3, and it will produce even better results from your trade routes. So it's a long-term investment, but I think it will eventually pay off. I do think that's going to have to be enough for this video, though, so thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus with Civilization Rising Tide. If you're enjoying this video, I hope you'll consider hitting that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.